Hello and welcome to episode 61 of the Kicking Back podcast. Today I'm joined by Caoilfhionn Rose. Keelan is a singer-songwriter and producer who was born in Manchester with family roots in Northern Ireland and Yorkshire. She draws from a diverse palette of influences including building instrument, Sermanni, Alabaster DePlume and Broadcast. I got it right.
Yeah, nice.
I got it right. Hello Keelan.
Hey there.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. It's lovely to be here.
It's very nice to have you here, and thank you, Sam, for coming and joining us today as well.
Hey.
Hi, how's it going? You right?
You okay, Sam?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Are you okay as well?
I'm good. Yeah, really good.
So, Keelan, just from reading your little bio there are 4 artists that I've never even heard of before. So, do you want to just tell me, who these artists are and what sort of impact they've had on your music and all that sort of thing?
Yeah, sure. Well, I just have a really eclectic taste in music, I guess. Like a lot of people, I just draw influence from loads of different folks, and those ones in particular are people who I'm just particularly inspired by at the moment. Like Alabaster DePlume is just doing mega things. Like he's an incredible saxophonist and also spoken word kind of singer / songwriter, and I just think I could go on for ages actually about all these. They just he works in a kind of collective, I guess, and I think his way of making music is really unique. He has just released his latest album, Gold, and it's full of loads of different musicians who he's just assembled, and I think it was something like he recorded a massive session and then sifted through it all and sort of pieced it together like a collage, and I'm just really inspired by that that process. And then the others, Building Instrument, are really sweet. I think they're a duo. I've never seen them perform before. I'm not even sure where they're from. But they're on the Hubro record label, and that's always full of loads of unusual artists. They're just really textural music, really sweet. I love them. And Sermanni is an amazing singer-songwriter, folk artist, and just a beautiful person. I got to gig supporting her in Manchester in April, and she's just a lovely human, and it just comes across in all her music. Yeah, which is really lovely, I think, when you just really resonate with what people are saying. And then who was the other one? Broadcast. They're a band from the past, and they're what would you say, kind of psychedelic-ish. The lead singer's not alive anymore, sadly, so they're not really going. They've sort of got other projects now, but just so unique. I think they're just a really interesting sound world, and yeah, so I guess I wouldn't compare myself to any of those musicians. I just love, I feel like it feeds into my energy for music, and I just love listening as well as playing and writing. So cool.
So if you were to throw an album at me from each artist as to where to start.
Where to start?
So for Alabaster, would you say the latest, was it Gold?
I think Gold is it's mega.
Nice.
It's quite a long album as well, so there's lots of different sounds, but all his albums are quite different, I think. He's got an instrumental album which is just so meditative, and then some of them are more energetic. Some of the songs are very politically charged, so depends what kind of mood you're in, really.
Right. Okay. Cool. And what about Building Instruments?
Do you know, I can't remember the names of their albums. I just know specific songs. There's what was that beautiful song in particular that I'm always playing? My head's gone blank.
George, pull up Building Instrument albums, please. We'll find
Good
them.
shout. Yeah. They've just got loads of really quirky songs. They're really textural, and maybe it's on.
So we've got here, I believe we've got Mangleton Min.
Some strange names.
Building Instruments, self-titled, and
Kenson Can Alev.
Yeah, there's a weird umlaut there. I don't know how to pronounce that.
I think, are they from Norway? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Norwegian.
Oh yeah, they are.
Norwegian trio founded 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I just I just stumbled across them really randomly one day. I think maybe my dad might have bought me an album. Oh, it's coming back to me now because they've got loads of like side projects.
Okay.
So I think I just discovered them through something else. I think it's Mari Kvine Brunville and Stein someone, who make up the trio. Mari has got like some other songs that are in another side project as well. That there's just endless stuff to it. There, Mari Kvine Brunville.
How on earth do you say these names?
I don't know if I'm saying them right. I know.
What on earth does that O look like? What's that?
It's like an oo, isn't it? Oi, Uivind.
Uivind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'll check.
There's lots to explore there.
Okay, that's cool. What about Sermanni?
Rachel
Sermanni.
Sermanni. Her latest album as well is really beautiful. She's got loads of EPs as well. The Gently EP that she did with her friend Jen on the piano, it is beautiful. It's really gentle and soft and wholesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then Broadcast.
I've got about 3 or 4 albums, and I think they just released some new stuff as well. I don't know the names of the albums, but Echo's Answer is my favourite song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will check that out. This is my favourite part of the show. New music suggestions. Delightful. So how long have you been doing your stuff for then? You've been writing for?
I guess it's getting on for like the last 10 years, I suppose, since I was like 18. That's a bit more than 10 years now. I'm 29. But I guess I've been writing songs like when I was like 15. I've always loved playing the piano, and like then I guess when I was 18 was when I did my first open mic, and kind of it's just led on from there. I just got a bit of a band together, and just carried it on from there. Cool.
I will say your second album truly is like definitely like one of my favourite albums that I listened to last year.
Oh,
it was so like just I love the soundscape element of it and the production. I was like immediately drawn to it. I was just like, this is fucking cool.
That's so nice. Thank you.
We've been trying to get you on for ages, so it's cool that you're here. So you're working on a new album at the moment.
I'm always writing songs. I think I kind of always have something on the go, and then I maybe leave it for a while and come back to it. So some of these songs that are maybe going to be on this third album have been floating around for a while. Others are like brand new, and I guess I kind of like to work in a bit of a collage way as well. So just kind of build things up gradually, and and I think I also realised that you can just constantly rework stuff as well. So just because you put it on an album or you put it out there, maybe that doesn't mean that it's finite. You can rework it, and I think I'm getting to that with my live music. So just doing multiple versions, maybe on the piano or the guitar, transferring things. So
cool. That's a really classic Lennon and McCartney thing, isn't it? They were like, a song's never finished.
Yeah.
So they were, whenever they performed a song live, they would, they stopped touring after a while, didn't they? But they would rework songs.
Yeah.
And keep them evolving.
Alive.
Just because something's on a record doesn't mean that the song's finished.
No. Yeah.
Right.
There's loads of wisdom from them, isn't there? Like as well, like I think John Lennon said in that documentary recently about like to George, his advice was just finish the song at least in some way though. Like, so if you've got something on the go, just get it kind of shaped up, but then you can revisit it. That's the beauty of it. So I think lots of good stuff.
Middle eights in it. It's like second verses and middle eights.
Oh, second verses, I just I'm always struggling. Like I'll get really in the flow and then like leave it for a while, and then I'm just like
sit out with that chorus constantly in your head, round and round and round, and that first verse, and everything's cool, and then it's like, well, where am I going now? What's going, like, because the second verse is like, I've just got to do the first verse again, but with different words, man.
But
how hard could it be?
Simple.
So if you watch the whole of that Beatles, isn't it like 9 hours or something?
They condensed it like yeah, it was. Watched it in sort of separate sittings.
Okay, yeah.
Peter Jackson loves an epic, doesn't he?
He
Yeah.
does. Oh, is it Peter Jackson who did it? Oh, I watched a Peter Jackson film quite recently. It was like recoloured like World War II.
Oh yeah,
What
Rich
is
was telling me. I've heard about that, but I've not seen it.
Amazing. I was bawling my eyes out by the
Oh wow,
it's really
Yeah.
beautiful. Is the Beatles thing, because I've only seen clips from it, is
Yeah.
it kind of just like sequential clips, or is it kind of like there's a narrative in there as well?
There is a little bit of a narrative, I'd say, but it's just so, it's such an insight into the way they work. Like, it's just lovely to be that fly on the wall kind of.
It's not interviews or anything like that, is it? It's just them going about being the Beatles,
making music and jamming and
Man, I have to set aside a whole day to watch it.
It's quite a commitment. It's good though. It's worth
Get
it.
together. Let's get.
Oh, that'd be nice, Sam.
Let's get a duvet in.
Ooh, get all cozy. So you did a little live session for us, Keelan. The 3 songs that you played for us, are they old songs, new songs?
And they're all from Truly. Garden is is from the deluxe edition, so we just released some extra tunes after the album came out. It was one that I think we felt didn't really at the time like flow in the body of work, and then actually we kind of returned to it and thought, oh, it is in that world and does kind of like, it would just be nice to share it as well, so that that's available online.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, let's hear some of this lovely live music, and we'll come back and chat about them in a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed the live session, people, and we'll be back in a second.
Hello, my name's Caoilfhionn Rose. This first song's called Garden. Back when I was younger, standing in the middle of the garden, memories so clear, year after year they linger on. Words that they said, ooh, you'll be okay. Running through the garden, everything was clear and so serene. But time has moved on, and life is no longer quite as easy. When I was a child, I remember being so carefree. I still hear your voice singing all your favorite melodies. This next song is called Paths. This song's called Every Waking Minute. We get a little lost in our stories, and we forget what lies behind the eyes. Life may take you by surprise. Live each day as it comes. Who are you? Do you know yet? Feel every waking minute. Let go of regret. Our mistakes don't define us. There's always going to be a lesson to learn. Sometimes things just don't make any sense. It's better to be honest than to pretend. Feel every waking minute.
Keelan, so where can people find you online?
You can find me at keelinrose.co.uk, spelt the long Irish way.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to episode 61 of Kicking Back Podcast. You just heard a delightful live performance from our guest today, Caoilfhionn Rose. Well done, Keelan.
Thank you.
Delightful stuff. So take us through each of the songs, tell us what they're about, all
Sure
that.
thing. So Garden, the first one I played, is it was originally written on the guitar, and then I think I'm more of a piano player really than a guitarist. I kind of tend to write a lot on the guitar, but I don't have much of a theoretical knowledge of it.
Right.
So I transferred it from the guitar to the piano, and I think I just feel more confident playing the keys. So I like to play live keys a bit more these days. And yeah, that song is kind of quite a nostalgic song. It's like inspired by memories of being at my grand's house in Yorkshire, and she had the most beautiful garden. She's such a she loves outdoors and nature, and yeah, I still live with my gran, so she's in my life a lot at the minute. She's like 96, nice. And she's a mega inspiration to me. So
nice,
Granny Marjorie.
Which bit of Yorkshire?
Skipton is where she lived.
I went to Stead's Grammar School.
Okay.
Skipton.
Oh no way! Oh, small world.
It really is.
It's a really beautiful place. I really miss it. Like, she's lived with us the last sort of about 10 years, maybe 10 years, I think, nearly. But she lived in Skipton like all my growing up childhood. Yeah. So I've just got loads of nice memories of there and being around York.
Castle and the canal and stuff like that.
I've not visited for so long, and I really want to go back because it's just such a pretty town. But yeah, her garden was just so beautiful, and yeah, it's just a kind of homage to that memory. Nice. And kind of there's a few like other themes in there about like, you know, just life's ups and downs and coming through that, and it'll be okay kind of thing.
Cool.
And yeah, memories.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice.
What was the second song I played was Paths, and that's another song which I think has like a message of like hopefulness, and that you know, life's not always, you don't always end up on the path you want. It's about like continuing anyway, and having that like really like assertion that things will ultimately be all right. And yeah, that's more of a band song really. So on Truly, I play that with my bandmates, and it's got like quite high energy. It's a bit of a mellower version today, but yeah, that one's kind of
It's the sign of a good song, isn't it? That you can
do both.
Yeah, you can slow it down and stuff.
Yeah, it's nice to mix it up as well. I think it's good to have different versions, like I was saying before. So yeah.
Lovely.
And Song 3, Every Waking Minute. About appreciating, about where you're at, being quite present, and that's quite a folky song. I think I love writing on the guitar because I can find like little chord progressions quite quickly, and I love just humming along, and that was a song that like really unfolded quite quickly. Okay. I remember. But yeah, it's just quite a simple little tune really, and with quite I think quite a positive message. Yeah,
definitely. So I was going to actually ask you, in terms of like you're saying that you write quite a lot. Is the process always the same when you're banging out a tune?
I'm not too sure. Like I guess probably not always the same. Like I think it tends to stem from me like feeling, I have to feel a bit inspired. Like I can't kind of treat it like a job. I've tried that. Like, can I just write 9 till 5 and really like treat this as a job? But it's hard to do that, to really like get in that flowing zone. Sometimes I do when I'm like refining stuff or working into stuff. I'll like just say, right, sit down, get on with it. But mostly it's like I'd say it kind of stems from like a burst of like a feeling or a thought or a concept.
Directly before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Always directly before
It
you
used
go
to
to
be.
bed.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, when I was at uni, I was such a like recluse. I used to just stay up all night in my little room and like creating and exploring sounds. That was like such a good time, I think, of exploration and development. But now I think, just a lot of the time I'm just got an idea. I always keep a notebook. Like that's a big thing for me, like always having a nice notebook on the go. And writing down, I try to write down phrases that, like, if I'm reading something and I'm inspired, then I'll keep a log of that as well. So like, I'm working on a tune actually at the minute that was inspired by something from K Tempest's book on connection. Like, it's a great book.
Saw them live at the Albert Hall.
K Tempest.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they write like really thoughtful words, and the music is amazing.
Yeah. Well, it was just them and a, I guess just like an all-purpose kind of keyboard synth. Type person. Oh my, yeah. Their words are incredible.
Yeah, I saw them at the Albert Hall in Manchester in about 2019, I think. Was that the one?
Yeah, that's where I saw them.
Yeah. Oh, it was mega.
Yeah.
And then, because I actually discovered them through their poetry, I think.
Yeah.
So my song Hold Your Own was inspired by their book Hold Your Own.
Yeah.
And then this new song, I've just pulled out a little phrase that just really like sparked like a whole song. I was just really
amazing. Yeah,
I find their words incredibly inspiring.
Our leaders aren't even pretending not to be demons. That's a K Tempest. Amazing.
Nice.
So good. Like it was Glastonbury. I watched the Glastonbury set on
People's Faces. What's that song called?
I remember. It was the latest album.
Yeah.
The same album that they were touring with.
Yeah.
At the Albert Hall. Like
powerful.
Oh my god! Like just watched it and unbelievable, absolutely incredible.
So much like energy and emotion. I think it's really
There's like a really visceral account of like her having sex, and it's like the first song in the album. It's like. Yeah, it's amazing. It's just so like, I don't know, the way that they paint the words is incredible.
Yeah.
Where would one start? I've never. I'll put my hands up. Never heard of K Tempest. Never heard of them. So where do I begin?
The last album. I'm gonna. Can we find KAE Tempest? No, AE, not EY.
That's one.
K Tempest. Okay.
So just what was their last album called?
They've just released one recently.
Oh, it's not up to date, this one. Or is it like 2019?
Maybe it's not out.
The last one there is Book of Traps and Lessons 2016.
Yeah,
there's one this year coming out as well because lots of singles have been.
Okay.
But that's a good one. Yeah. They're all.
Oh, delightful.
Just incredible.
Yeah, powerful stuff.
Would you say she's quite, in terms of like people that inspire you lyrically?
Sorry, would it be The Line is a Curve? Is that the name of it?
That's the one,
okay. The Line is a Curve.
The Line is a Curve.
I'll check that out. Would you say she's like, and inspires you lyrically? Are there any other artists you sort of love the lyrical style of?
Quite a lot. I've gotten into lyrics a lot, like recently, because I used to be so driven by melody, and I kind of felt that lyrics I didn't really listen to songs through my, like, growing up. I feel like I wasn't that interested in lyrics, but only I guess since, like, releasing a few albums, I feel like words are important. And also for when you're singing and performing them, you want to relate, and when you're listening, you want to resonate. So I think that, I've definitely gotten much more into lyrics, and K Tempest is a big inspiration. There would probably be quite a few people whose lyrics are really inspiring.
Cool. So you're signed to Gondwana Records. Let's talk about them a little bit, because they do some pretty cool stuff. So how long have you been with those guys for?
Yeah, I've been working with them for quite a few years now. I released my first album, Awaken, with them in 2018, but I was working with them for quite a few years, like a couple of years before then, just crafting it, evolving it quite slowly,
Sure.
working out how to, how to arrange it all and who to work with, because I didn't have a band at that point.
Right.
And then Gondwana have just been super supportive, and they're a lovely team of people, so they've just helped me find my feet a bit and my voice. And so they're coming up to their 15th anniversary next year.
Oh, nice.
But it's just growing and growing. It's really lovely. They've got a great roster of musicians, and it's kind of like a family, really. Lots of collaborations, and we recently supported Mammal Hands, who are also on that label, on their tour. We've been to like France and all over the place, really. It's been great to be with them because they're lovely people. Nice.
George, could you pull up the Gondwana Records website, please? I was going to ask, in terms of like, for example, like your second album, Truly, in terms of like building the soundscapes and all that, were you working with a producer or?
Yeah, for Truly we worked with Keir Stewart, who is a member of the Durutti column, like a Manchester-based factory label band, Vini, Reilly. And I also worked with my husband Rich, who like together we just are always like trying to draw out different sounds, and like I just have an approach where I like experimenting, I guess, and just being quite playful, and Rich and Keir are really great at like just they've got a real technical head as well as creative. Like it's just a great team. I feel like we found a really great team to just draw out different sounds and evolve kind of whatever we're working on. So
nice.
just play around a lot, really.
Cool.
And I enjoy working on Logic, so I'm trying to get back into that kind of more like production, more electronic sound, I guess, with this third album now.
Okay.
It's going a bit like a bit experimental, maybe.
Yeah, amazing.
Just always driven by finding new sounds and creating soundscapes and that kind of thing.
I love that. It's like, I don't know, it's like you come from the opposite end that I do, because I'm very much kind of like words first. So like I'll write a poem and then I'll put it to music and then I'll orchestrate it from there, but like creating a soundscape and then finding what it means to you, and the words come out of that kind of thing, like the emotional connection that you have to that soundscape. It's really interesting to hear like someone else's the different ways that you arrive in the same place, I guess.
There's lots of different ways, isn't there? I think like you don't always like notice. I don't really notice how I work on songs. They just kind of like, I guess I do work in different ways sometimes, like, but don't really know what comes first, words or sound world, because they kind of evolve together for me. Usually.
Nice. So when can we expect album number 3? Big question.
I'm hoping like next year. We're really just getting stuck in. I've got like a handful of tunes that I feel are kind of shaping up in demo form, and then like I've got quite a lot of like just little sketches that I just need to keep sketching, I guess. And just hope maybe we'll release like a single or something later in the year. We'll see how it goes. It's just kind of unfolding gradually.
Cool. Is there anything you want to tell people about, anything you got coming up that you want to tell the people at home about? I am playing at Glastonbury Festival if anyone's going to be there. Nice.
That's like the big date in the diary. Like I think we're on Saturday midday on the Croissant Neuf stage. It's like it's there. It's been there for quite a few years. It's like a family run stage, so it'll be really really fun, I think. So if anyone's at Glasgow, that'll.
What's your band?
So I think it's not confirmed yet. We think we're playing with it'd be me and Rich and Josh Kavanagh Reilly and Alan Taylor.
Oh yeah.
Nice. If we're just sort of working out logistics on if we can all make it for the whole thing and stuff. So, but hopefully we'll be playing full band.
Yeah,
and that'll be really fun.
Amazing, yeah.
Lovely. I do have one more question for you, Keelan.
Sure.
Before we wrap this up, I should have prepared you for it, but I didn't. So here we are. If you could sum this podcast up in 3 words.
We had a chat about this.
Oh, right. Okay, we're fine then.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, if you could sum this podcast up in 3 words, what would it be?
Okay. Lovely, meditative chat.
Lovely meditative chat.
People are always so nice.
Yeah, no one's ever been like, shit, that's boring, but it'd be great if they did.
It's great. I could chat all day. I love chatting about music to like-minded people.
Yeah.
Don't like tea.
Is that your 3? That's
No, I love tea. I love tea.
Yeah, I
Love
know
tea.
you do.
I can't remember what mine were. I don't think we did it.
For yours? Oh, God, it was ages ago, Sam.
Also, I think we drunk like a bottle of brandy by the
Yes.
time.
Different time. Keelan, one more time in that comment there, tell people where they can find your stuff online.
Sure thing. If you search Caoilfhionn Rose, I'm on all the social media channels, I think. There is another Keelan Rose actually who's a very good travel vlogger.
Oh, really?
Spells it the same way as me.
Okay,
So
right.
Keelan Rose musician. Sometimes I spell it phonetic, Keelin, or sometimes long Irish way.
It'll be at the bottom of the video.
Yeah.
They'll be able to figure it out. Copy and paste that. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's been lovely having you here today, Keelan.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming on. And let us know when you're doing some gigs in Manchester, because
Yay.
we'd love to come and check it out.
Nice one.
Go and check out Keelan's stuff, because she's great. Her albums are great. I'm sure her third album's going to be fucking amazing as well. So please go and follow her online. Whilst you're online, follow us. We put on different music, different artists every week. So we're on Instagram, YouTube, under Rec Rooms. You can follow us. Sam, do people want to follow you? Are you doing anything at the moment? Do they want to follow you?
Give me like 6 months.
Okay, 6 months.
There's a new band coming in hopefully about 6 months.
Okay.
It'll be an EP by summer, hopefully.
What's the name of the band?
Montana Goliath. We haven't got anything done yet.
Okay,
We were having our first band practice tonight, so
we'll see how that goes.
watch out.
I hope you enjoyed this episode, everyone at home, and we will see you again next week. And goodbye for now. Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at Rec Rooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our Rec Rooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.